Hi guys, welcome. So in this webinar, I'm going to be teaching you how to become a millionaire in 3 months by turning your bag knowledge into a course. So firstly, let me introduce myself. But before we get started, let me say something. Now, this is not a get rich quick scheme, okay? It is a gradual but guaranteed way to make money online. I want to just lay this out there. Now, if you follow the steps I'll outline you, you'll be making lots of money online in the next 90 days. So let me introduce myself. My name is Imani Precious, and this is my story. So 3 years ago, I graduated from the University of Benin. I was broke, I was jobless, and I was living in this very apartment that you see right here. Now, I was so broke that my dad asked me to go to Lagos to learn how to become a mechanic. Now, a week before I was supposed to start learning how to become a mechanic, I heard about a guy who was selling courses online, teaching people how to make millions, was making millions online selling courses, right? Now, he was actually selling a course that period, teaching people how he actually does this business. So that course at that time was 30K, and at that time I was so broke that 30K was like millions to me. So I called five of my friends and I asked them to each borrow me 6K, and that made up the 30K that I needed. I was able to pay for the course. After I paid for that course, all that was left in my bank account was just 1,000 naira. So I used that 1,000 naira that was left in my bank account to sell, to run my very first advert to sell that course. Now, this was on a Friday because I remember this because this was just 3 days before I was to start my new mechanic work. And that night, I could not sleep. I was so worried because this was the last money in my account, and if that business had failed, that was going to be the end for me. At the end of the day, I made back 65,000 in profits. I remember this, I still remember this amount so very clearly. You never forget the first money you ever make online. I made back 65,000 in profit that first day. And then a week later, I made back over 200K in profit. Now, fast forward, I was able to move from this one-bedroom apartment, my parents' house, to my glorious two-bedroom apartment in a high-rising part of my city. I bought my very first car. Oh man, it was epic. I bought my very first car, and I've done many things since then. But I just want to keep it simple. I also relocated myself and my family abroad. You can see this is me here, and this is white people all around me. All right, so not just me though, because I don't like to brag. I have students who have been able to achieve remarkable things from this business. Now here's Favor Kemiji that in 1 month she made over 870K for the very first time of her life. Here's her saying, Precious, in 1 month I sold 174 copies of my course. I made 870K. Here's King. King did over 250K from his very first course in 5 days. Here's him saying, also did my calculation, 250K generated in 5 days. Here's Chidi. Chidi started with no knowledge and bought his very first car in 3 months. Here's him saying, quite not much announcement to people, just notice it was 90% courtesy of one tissue product sold from April to today. I purchased my boss, you're good at what you do. So, why am I telling you all this? Now, the reason I'm telling you all this is I want to make it clear that I'm not here to brag. I don't like bragging, doesn't make sense. I'm telling you all this so you can know what's truly possible if you pay attention to all what you're going to learn here. I need you to pay very close attention to all I'm going to be teaching you. I want you to close Facebook, close Instagram, close TikTok, close every other app, and just give me your full attention for the next 45 minutes because what I'm about to show you will literally change your life. Using what I'm about to show you right now, you will become a millionaire in the next 3 months. All right, so let's begin. Now, there are some obstacles that people face when they're trying to make money online. There are basically four obstacles that people face. One is money, two is time, three is I'm not techie, four is fear. I'm going to cover them. The first obstacle people face is money. So a lot of people have this wrong belief that it takes money to make money, but it's not true because if it were true, I would have become a mechanic by now. Because when I started this business, I had only 1,000 naira to my name. Now, the beauty of this business is that it doesn't take much capital to start. And even if you're in the worst financial situation of your life right now, you can actually start this business. Just like Ironing my son, Ironing story always get like it chokes me up every time I tell the story Because when I first reached out to me, he had just been fired from his job. He had a wife and he had a newborn baby. Now, you can imagine how stressful that situation would have been for him. And his previous salary, he was earning 20,000 naira a month. Now, imagine taking care of a wife and a newborn baby on a 20K salary and then having to still be fired from that work that wasn't even enough to pay your bills. When I lost his job, he had no savings. I started this business with just 1,000 naira. He isn't saying I started this Facebook lead ads with 1,000 naira. And in a month, I made over 550K from this business. More than 20 times what he used to earn from his old job. Now, if Aini can do this while being broke with a wife and a child, then you as well can do this. Okay? You can do it as well. The second obstacle that stops people from making money online is time. Now, this is the biggest challenge of them all. And that's why I want to show you Chika. Chika is a full-time housewife with kids. Now, believe me, nobody is busier than a full-time housewife with kids. They're cooking, they're cleaning, they're doing a lot of things at the same time. Yet, Chika is able to make over $266 in 4 days when selling her first digital product. Here's her saying so from Simon, I'm selling my course in dollars. I just know that with 10K in ads, I make $266 in 3 to 4 days, and it keeps going on and on. Thank guys, thanks for Precious and everyone who has helped. If Chika can do this, you can as well. And I'll be showing you the easy way to start this business, even if you're a busy person. The third obstacle that stops people from making money online is I'm not techie. And you may be thinking, what if I can't do this business? I'm not a tech person. I find it hard to understand those online things. I don't even know how to speak proper English. But look, what I'm going to be teaching you is very, very simple. In fact, it's so simple that a 20-year-old boy was able to understand it and make his first million. Here's Ikina, a 20-year-old boy saying, I haven't joined the millionaire call yet, but I'm a millionaire now at 20. Good afternoon and thank you once again. I know what you're thinking. Well, it's a young boy, he can catch things fast. But let me show you Johnson. Johnson is a 50-year-old man that's able to make over $1 million online. He's saying I was able to drive over 500 people to the WhatsApp group and made a little over a 1 million naira. If a 20-year-old boy and a 50-year-old man can do it, believe me, you can do it as well. And I'll be showing you the simple and easy way to start this business, even if you're not a techie person. And the fourth obstacle that stops people from making money online is fear. This is a big reason why many people fail. Many people fail because they're just too scared to start. And look, I get it. Trying something new is scary. It sometimes seems like it's much easier to just keep doing what you have been doing before. But the truth is, if what you've been doing before was good enough, you would not be here. Now, when I started this business, I had just 1,000 naira in my account. I was shaking. I couldn't sleep that night because this was my last money. How was I going to eat? But I didn't allow fear stop me, right? Look how far I've come. If fear had stopped me, I would not be where I am right now. So I want you to make this decision right now that you will not allow fear stop you from taking advantage of all what you're going to learn here today. That you will basically push fear out of the door and take action from what you're going to learn. If all these many people that I've shown you today have been able to achieve success with this business, then you can do it as well. All you need is just the right person to show you, and that's why I'm here. On this webinar, you're going to learn three main things. First thing is how to turn your bad skill into a course, how to easily create your first bad course in 15 minutes, and how to make millions monthly selling your first bad course. Let's get started. So, first of all, what is a course? Now, a course is a set of videos that all go together to help you learn one main subject. Well, and so why do you need to turn your bag making skills into a course? Now, you already know how to sew, how to design, and how to sell beautiful bags. But here's the truth. There's a limit to how much you can actually earn by selling bags. Every bag you make takes time, fabric, and energy, and there's a limit to how many you can actually make in a day, in a week, and in a month. Meanwhile, there are thousands of people out there that are searching how to make a tote bag, how to make it, how to sew a leather bag, or even how to start a bag business. Now, look at this video. This video has over 1.2 million views. Let me say it again. 1.2 million views of people coming to watch a video to show them how to make a simple tote bag. That means that 1.2 million people want to learn. Can you see how big this market is? People are hungry to learn what you already know. And that's why the biggest opportunity for bag makers today isn't just in selling bags, it is in selling their knowledge. So let me show you people who have made significant money turning their knowledge into a course. Here's Johnson. Johnson got over 3,000 people to buy his course. Here you can see 3,000 people. This is this online paid group. He made over 21 million naira and used that to buy himself a brand new car. Here's him showing us the car in our private group. Kelvin made over 500K selling his first course. Here's him saying 40K made today from followers and 500K hits with purely digital products. Do you see how profitable now? Do you see how profitable it is now to turn your bag knowledge into a course? Right? Awesome. So, second thing, now we've covered how to turn your bag into a course. Now let's cover how to create your very first bag course. Now, so how do you create your first bag course in 10 minutes? We're going to cover this in 10 to 15 minutes. Show you how to do it in 10 to 15 minutes, I mean. When you think about creating your course, you may be thinking, well, this is going to take a lot of time, it's going to cost a lot of money. Well, the truth is, that's not true at all, right? I'm going to show you how to do this with things that you already have, so you don't even need to spend one kobo. And you can do it in just under 10 minutes. So the two things you need to create your bag course. The first thing is a phone. You need a phone with a good camera. To create a course, you need a phone with a good camera so you can be able to record videos, okay? Because the course is going to be videos, it needs to be recorded. You need a phone that has a decent camera. Now, you may be thinking, well, do I need to buy an expensive camera? No, you don't. With just your smartphone that you currently have, you're good to go. Do I need to get expensive a Samsung or iPhone? No, just your regular cell phone that you have. As long as the camera is okay, you're good to go. The second thing you need is light. And you may be thinking, well, do I need to buy like expensive ring lights? No. What we're going to be using is natural light from the sun. Okay? So just face your phone to the sun, that's it. Natural light from the sun, no expensive cameras. Simply open your window or your door and use the natural light from the sun. Turn on your phone camera and record your course. That's it. Simple. Good. So now you know the two things we need to get started: a phone and natural light. Now, do you have both of these things? Yes, you do. Now, do you now see that you don't even need money to get started today? Yes. Do you feel good? Do you feel you're good to go now? Yes. Awesome. So let's go to the last part, which is how to make millions selling your first bag course online. Now, the first step is to pick a price for your bag course. The price you pick is what will determine how many copies of that course we need to sell to hit our goal of making 1 million in 3 months. Now, for this example, let's say we're using 5,000 naira as our price, which means we need to sell 200 copies of our product, that's our course, in 3 months. But you may still be thinking, okay, 200 seems like a big number, so let's break it down a little bit, all right? So let's find out how many copies do we need to sell in a month. If we divide 200 by 3, that gives us 67 copies in a month. Now, this still may seem like a lot, so let's still break it down. 67 copies in a month, right? How many do we need to sell in a day? So we're going to divide that 67 by 30 days in a month. That gives us around 2.23. If we approximate that, that gives us 3 copies in a day, right? So 3 copies of our course we need to sell each day. Now, I want to ask you a very simple question. Remember, let's assume you want to sell this course to people in Nigeria, and Nigeria has a population of over 213 million people online, right? And worst case scenario, let's just assume that just 1 million out of the 230 million people are interested in what you want to sell in bag making. Remember that video I showed you? That one video had over 1.2 million views, which means there are more than even a million people interested. But let's assume worst case scenario. Would it be possible for you to sell just 3 copies of your course every day to over 1 million interested people? Well, yes, of course. It's very possible, right? Now, using the same strategy, I made over 1 million in just 15 days. And like, I don't like to show my results. I just said I should show you this. In just 15 days, it crushed over a million using the same strategy. This is me on Facebook posting this. Now, does this look like something you can do? Yes, you absolutely can do this. Now, before that little voice in your head starts telling you, well, Precious could do it because Precious is experienced and he's been in this business for a long time. I may not be able to do it. Let me show you a few of my students have done way more than this. Let me introduce you to one of my students, Esther. So Esther, in her first month, when she started with us, in her first month, did 40 sales of our first course, making her 120,000 naira. Second month, she did 197 sales, making her over 590,000 naira. In the third month, she did over 250 sales, making it a grand total in 3 months, a grand total of 570 sales. Remember, your target is just 200 sales. She did 570 sales in 3 months, making her 1.7 million in profits in 3 months. What about Concord? Concord did 100 sales of his digital product in 60 days, making him over 560K. Okay, wait. You may still not be convinced that you can do this. So calm down. I'm going to show you more people. Let's see Christiana. Christiana, in her first month, did 140 sales, making her 394,000. Second month, she did 300 sales, making her 900,000. In 2 months, she crushed over 200 sales. If you total the two together, she did over 440 sales. Can you see how crazy that is? That's over a million already in just 2 months. Now, if I continue posting testimonials, we're not going to leave here. All right. So I'm sure you by now can now see that this is possible for you. So you see, just like them, you too can crush your millionaire goals, and all you need is basically someone to hold you by the hands and show you how to do it. Now, does it seem possible for you to easily sell 3 copies of your course every day? Yes. Does it sound great? Yes. Are you ready? Yes. Awesome. So let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm excited. All right. So far, we've covered 3 things. We've covered how to turn your basket into a course. We've covered how to easily create your first bag course in under 10 to 15 minutes. We've covered how to make millions monthly selling your first bag course. Now, in our short time together, I have basically given the exact formula I have spent years perfecting that makes me steady 7 figures every single month. And you also now have my blueprint of how to sell your bag course online using advertising. Now, knowing what you know now, do you feel more comfortable creating your bag course? Are you happy that you came to this class today? Do you realize now how profitable this business is? And can you see yourself using what I have shown you today to make 1 million in under 3 months? Now, even if you use just a tiny fraction of what I've shown you today, would you say that our time today has been well spent? Now, would you like me to partner with you and help you make 1 million in the next 30 days selling your bag course? If yes, if you've answered yes to any of this question, then I have something special for you. Look, 45 minutes together is just not enough time to pass on my knowledge and experience to you. We need way more time than that. And no matter how good I am in teaching, and I think I'm pretty decent at it, one class is still not going to be enough to change your life, to create the change in your life that you need. Now, even though what I've taught you today is actually incredibly valuable, it's still just a tip of the iceberg. And if you enjoyed what I've shared with you so far, believe me, you will enjoy what I have for you next. Now, before doing this class, I had two choices basically. The first choice is I could just leave you and hope you figure it out and try it and figure it out yourself, right? Second choice is that I could actually take you by the hand and guide you one on one until you make your first million selling courses. Now, I chose the second option. And when you see what I have for you, you'll be glad that I did. Now, it is with great pleasure that I introduce you to the Bag Maker Partnership. This is an opportunity to become a 50-50 partner, and let me help you create your bag course to make your first million online. It is this same system that Student Johnson used to create this course, and over 3,000 people rushed to buy it in 3 months, making him over 20 million in profit in 3 months and allowing him to buy his first car in just 2 months of selling this product. So here's what you're going to get. If you are a bag maker and you want to learn how to turn that knowledge that you have into a thriving course business, then I've created this path specially for you. The first part of this partnership is the monetize your bag skill system. Here, having a skill or an idea will not make you money. Knowing how to sell that skill or that idea is what will make you tons of money. That is why it is important to learn the right way to package your skills, ideas, and knowledge into something that people will be eager to buy. Now, let me show you, I'll be showing you the same method that helped Victor package his English speaking skills into a valuable product that now makes him over 2.5 million monthly. You will learn how to do it quickly, easily, and beautifully. Just like Francisca that was able to package her knowledge on fertility into her first course. Here's what the system will show you how to do. 1. How to identify your value bank. 2. How to model creation. 3. The tools to make the whole process fast. 4. How to design beautiful covers. 5. How to put it all together in just a matter of minutes. This system cost me 1 year of testing to perfect it. But I want to save you 1 year wasted and just give it to you so you can use it right now. And I value this at just a fraction of what it cost me at 20,000 naira. So here's what you're going to get. You're going to get the monetize your back skill system that's worth over 20,000 naira. But wait, there's more. Now, let's say you're the type of person who wants to start making money fast. Then you're going to love this. The Facebook ads done for you system. Now, here's why Facebook ads is awesome. Pardon the typographical error there. Here's why Facebook ads is awesome. 1, it is legally printing money. 2, you put in 1K and you can basically get 10K out. 3, it always works. 4, you don't need followers to run Facebook ads. And 5, even if you have little time and want faster sales, it will work for you. Facebook ads is what allowed me to start selling my very first course online back in 2021. I put in 1,000 naira and I made back 65,000 naira the next day. I've used the Facebook ads formula to make millions monthly for myself and for my students. Here's my student that in 1 month, she spent 10K on ads for her course and made 266, sorry, in 4 days, she spent 10K on ads on her course and made $266 in just 4 days. What about Trauma, one of my students who spent 2,100 naira on ads and made back 90,000 naira back. That's wow. That's like 45 times our money. What about Kelvin that crossed 500K a month using Facebook ads to sell his digital products? Now, here's how the Facebook ads done for you system works. Step one is I and my team will help you set up your Facebook ads platform. Two, we will help you target ideal customers that want to buy your course online. Three, would help you set up your first Facebook ads in minutes. Four, you can start printing money daily from selling your course. Now, it took me over the past 3 years and more than 5 million naira spent across multiple ad accounts perfecting Facebook ads. Here's one of the ad accounts where we spent over 1.3 million naira in just that particular ad account, and we had like over 5 of them. All right. But I want to give you all what took me 3 years and over 5 million naira to perfect so you can use it and start printing money for yourself. I've decided to value it and give it to you at an insane discount of 50,000 naira. Yeah. So here's what you're going to get. Monetize your back skill system that's worth 20,000. Facebook ads done for you that's worth over 50,000. But that's not all. So, introducing our done for you lead magnet system. Now, to sell a course online, you need something that can turn strangers into fans that will like you, trust you, and want to buy from you. This is what we call a lead magnet. Now, here's what this system will do for you. First, we will help you choose hot lead magnet topics that will attract people to your course. Second, we're going to help, we would hire professional copywriters to write those lead magnets for you. Third, all you need to do is to simply copy and paste it, and people will start buying from you. It's as simple as that. Now, to hire a professional copywriter usually costs somewhere around over 100,000. If you're hiring someone who's good, over 100,000. But we're going to save you that cost. We're going to do it for you. You don't have to pay the money. We will pay the money. All right? Save you that cost. I'm going to give it to you. So here's what you're going to get. You're going to get the monetize your back system. You're going to get the Facebook ads done for you system. You're going to get the lead magnet done for you system. We could end here, but that's not all. There's still more. Now, it's no secret that you need a good website if you want to sell online. Yeah, if you're going to sell online, you definitely need a good website. A good website builds trust and makes people buy from you easily, which is why you would also be getting a fully designed website when you become a partner. Normally, to design a website costs over 200K just to hire a professional web designer. But I will be giving you this at no cost, which means you're not paying a dime for us to hire the web designer that will design the website for you. Now, here's what you're going to get. Monetize your back skill system that's worth 20,000. Facebook ads done for you that's worth 50,000. The lead magnet done for you that's worth 100,000. And a fully designed website that's worth over 200,000. But that's still not all. One key thing to making lots of sales daily, one very key thing that a lot of people miss is being able to write short and compelling messages that get people from being interested to buying right now. And that's what the follow-up system that's what the follow-up done for you system will give you. Now, yes, with this system, we're gonna have our own copywriters write daily short compelling messages for you. Now, these are copywriters who pay monthly salary, right? So they're not free. We're gonna have them be writing all these daily short messages from you that are gonna get people to buy from you. And all you need to do is just copy those messages that we sent you and paste them and start making money. Very simple. Simple copy and paste system. So, and don't forget, it costs us money to hire people, but we're not charging you a penny for it. We're giving that to you as well to use. So here's what you're going to get. Monetize your back system that's worth over 20K. Facebook ads done for you that's worth over 50K. Lead marketing done for you that's worth over 100K. Fully designed website that's worth over 200K. And the follow-up done for you system that's worth over 40,000. Now, to make sure you succeed, you need personal guidance. So, because I could give you all the systems and leave you alone, and you may still flop because you need someone to tell you what to do at every single step. You need personal guidance for someone who has done it over and over again. And to guarantee that you succeed, I want to add these three things to you. I'm going to give you my personal phone number so you can reach me at any time. This is something I don't share out to a lot of people. I make my personal phone number very restricted. I'm going to give that to you because you're going to be my partner. I'm going to give you a daily strategy course. So I'm going to be calling you on a daily basis where I'm going to be giving you strategies, steps, and step implementation that you need to do. And then you're going to have lifetime access to my mentorship, which means to my courses that people pay hundreds of thousands to get, I will give them to you for free. So here's what you're going to get. Monetize your back skills system that's worth over 20K. Facebook ads done for you that's worth over 50K. Lead magnet done for you that's worth over 100K. Fully designed website that's worth over 200K. Follow up done for you system that's worth over 40K. And access to my mentorship that's worth over 200K. Now listen, these systems are more valuable than a 4-year university degree, and that will cost you over $1 million. Trying to get a 4-year university degree, the school fees to hostel and everything you pay will cost you over $1 million. I know because I've done it, right? And you've seen this system produce millions for myself. This system helped me go from broke to having my own house, buying my own car, building my first house, traveling abroad with my family, and many, many, many things that I've done that I just don't want to keep elaborating because that would sound like bragging. And also helped my students. You've seen students like Johnson, King, Kelvin, Favor, Christiana, they are just nameless. And it cost me over 7 million to figure out everything I'm giving you today. Now, if I were to price this for what it's truly worth, I honestly would not have any issues charging it for 125,000. I would have no problem charging 125,000 for something that I know makes millions every month. But before I tell you the price, I want to ask you a question. How much is a business that can make you over 10 million a year and allow you to have freedom and live the life you want worth to you? Is it 40K? Is it 80K? Or is it 100K? Now, if you knew without a shadow of a doubt that this would absolutely work for you, wouldn't it be worth that much? Wouldn't it? Now, after joining my program, Favor did 1 million in her first month. So here's us saying, guess who made 1 million from one course in the month of April? Chidi bought his first car in 3 months. King went from broke to buying his first car. He didn't say, my boss can't thank you enough for the impact. Your teaching made it possible. I just bought my first car. Money precious to the world. Johnson, a 50-year-old man, did 1 million a month. Aini went from jobless to buying his first car. Victor went from being in debt to doing over 2.5 million monthly. Now, for all these people, it will be worth it for them at any price. But if all this did was give you enough money to quit your job, let's assume it doesn't even make you a millionaire in a month, but it just gives you enough money so you can quit that your job that you do not like, right? Or to live in the city of your dreams. I basically used this to recruit my family abroad, and I was retired of Nigeria, and we said, hey, we want to go abroad and have a better life for ourselves. So I used the money I made to do that. That could be something you want to do as well, to live in the city of your dreams, or buy the car that you want. Would it be worth it to you? Well, I think so too, which is why I have decided to give it out for an incredibly cheap price of 50,000, not 125,000, but 50,000 naira. But because you stay to the end of this class, I want to reward you. I will not be giving to you for 50,000 naira. No. As a reward for the fact that you stuck to the end, because most people do not stick to the end of anything. They drop off at the middle and they give excuses. You stuck to the end of this class. I want to reward you. You will not be getting it for 50,000 naira. I know how life changing this system has been for me and my family, as me and my wife there. All right. And I want it to do the same for you as well. So, for those of you still online right now, I will be giving it to you for a whopping 20,000 naira. So cheap, I know. So cheap. I'll be giving it to you for a whopping 20,000 naira. But wait, there's still more. This offer is just for one person, just one person. After that one person takes this offer, we're closing it down permanently. Why? Because the size of our team, with the size of our team, we can only work with just one person at a time. That's the honest truth. With the size of our team, we can only work with just one person at a time. And I don't want to take on two persons and not be able to deliver. So I will be giving that one person that takes this offer one additional bonus. The bonus is this. When you take this offer and you create your course in the first 2 weeks, I will give you a full refund of your 20,000 naira, which means essentially you will be paying nothing. You create your course in the first 2 weeks, you get a full refund. I'll give you your 20,000, I'll send it back to you and say, thank you. You have won. So, what I'm essentially telling you right now is to take a bet on yourself. Can you bet on yourself that if I pay this money, nothing will stop me from creating my course in the next 2 weeks so I can get this money back? Can you take that bet on yourself? And you can only get this bonus if you're making payment right now. Because the first person to pay gets this. And there's no second chances for anybody else. So here's what you're gonna get all over again. You're gonna get the monetize your back skill system, the Facebook ads done for you, the lead magnet done for you, the fully designed website, the follow-up done for you system, lifetime access to my mentorship, and let me take this off. Full refund in 2 weeks of setting up your course. Full refund in 2 weeks of setting up your course. Now, to get started, all you need to do is make payment to this account number right here. So that's it. We'll come to the end of this webinar, and this is my sincere hope. The goal of this webinar is to expose you to this opportunity that has been life-changing for me, and I honestly believe it will be life-changing for you, and to give you an offer that I believe it's a no-brainer. You're definitely going to make money from this, absolutely. And if you implement everything and create your very first course in the next 2 weeks, we'll give you your money back, which means you're risking nothing. We are bearing all the risk. We're going to work with you to create the product, help you with the ads, spend our own money on the ads, spend our money hiring copywriters, hiring graphic web designers, and all that, just to make sure that you get the best thing. And all we ask of you is to make a bet on yourself. Bet on yourself that you can actually put in the work and create your course in the next 2 weeks. And if you do that, you get 100% of your money back, and you get to start making a lot of money. Hundreds of thousands to possibly millions every single month, and achieve that dream. Quit that job, stay in that city, buy that car, build a house, whatever it is that you actually want to do with money. All right. Once again, the account number to make payment is this account number on your screen, and the amount is 20,000 naira. So make a payment, get started, and believe me, this is a decision that you would forever think back and cherish. Just like a decision that I think every time I think back how the 30K I paid to learn that course how many years ago? 5 years ago now. It has never been a decision I've regretted, because I have made so much money compared to that. All right. Once again, the account number to make payments The amount to make payment is 20,000 naira. Make payment to this account number and we'll get started immediately. Take a bet on yourself. This is Emmanuel Precious signing out. Thank you for being here. This was awesome.